There are so many things about people in this life that I often ask myself, like, why do people do this? Why do people, out of so many choices, they just pick the choice of being this type of person? But out of those so many, the one that really amazes me, like, I cannot wrap my head around it and why people really do this. Because every single time I think about like the possible motivation for this kind of personality or the possible reason why people are like that, I really cannot get an answer. And those set of people are people that somebody will be doing you strong thing, like they are with their full chests, with the whole of their heart and their mind and their power. They are doing you strong thing, but you are just looking at them. You have the option of saying, no, don't do me this thing again. You have another option of saying, no, you cannot treat me like that. You have another option of just reacting in a type of way. You shall have so many options. But of all of those options, you pick the option of keeping quiet. Why? You pick the option of keeping quiet in a situation whereby you are looking at that person with your two korokoro eye. Like your two eye is well functioning. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not blind in any way. You are standing there. You are seeing the person in their full glory and their full texture. Offending you. But you are just choosing to look at them and be quiet. Now, I have news for you. And this news is it is not in my place to tell you how to take this news that I have for you. You can take it the good way or you can take it the bad way. That one is now your choice. But the news that I have for you is that very soon you will soon be unalive. Your heart will soon explode and you are going to lose your life. Yeah. If nobody has ever told you this, me with my full chest, I am volunteering myself to tell you that thing that you are doing, the only place it is going to take you is to the 6 feet below. Yeah. You are going to be bothered about things because the truth is that these people who do these things to you, sometimes they do it intentionally to see your reaction. Sometimes people hurt you intentionally. Sometimes people just want to see your other side. They want to see the demon inside of you. And then they are doing these things over and over and over again. And you're keeping quiet. And then what actually busts my brain, like the thing where they off me pass when it comes to things like this, what I really cannot wrap my head around is when you now ask these people, why are you quiet? Why did you choose of all the options of not allowing yourself to go through this pain, you choose to keep quiet? They will now say, because I don't want to offend the person. I don't want to say I don't want to say anything that will make them feel bad. I don't want them to look at me like I'm a bad person. Well done. People pleaser of the Federal Republic of the world. People pleaser number one of the Federal Republic of the whole wide world. Now, let me just tell you one of the things that you are doing by being that kind of person. You are number one. My mic should better stay one place. You are number one telling them that, you see this thing you have done to me, please do it again. This thing you have just done, I like it. Do it tomorrow and next tomorrow. In fact, 3 times a day. That is what you are telling them by keeping quiet. Number 2, you are telling them that you don't have any sense. That your mental something is not what. See, I'm not talking about people that take their time to process things, right? There are people who take their time to process things. I can be like that, right? I can be that person who maybe when something happens, because I know I have a loud voice, I just like step back and think about it, then come back to talk about it. But I will not, in no way whatsoever, keep quiet. You cannot hurt me and do me something that break my heart. Something that every time I think about it, I'm going haywire. Then I now choose that, no, I don't want to talk about it because I don't want him to feel bad. You will feel bad. You can feel bad when I come to talk about it. That is on you. But for me, I have removed you in my mind, because not talking about it will be piling up. You will not be piling up the offense. Every time you see that person, sometimes you will not be feeling resentment for the person. You will not be feeling like something should just enter you, let you just press the person's neck, and there should be no repercussion. That is exactly how you are going to be feeling. Because why? Why wouldn't you speak to somebody who did something that hurt you? Why wouldn't you tell the person that this thing you have done, gone, is something that I don't accept? Me, in my friendships, I tell them, when my friend does something I don't like, I might not, because of, like, yeah, I'm one of those people who thinks that you cannot say you love somebody and talk to them in a certain way. Yeah. You can't say you love somebody and then you just open your mouth, wow, without putting your words together before saying it to them. I feel like that's not love. If you really love somebody, you should learn how to correct them with love. So it's quite a thing for me. I would pick correcting people in love anytime, any day. I feel like if you really love somebody, if they do something to you, you just don't open your mouth and just start telling them anything that comes to your mind. You think about the things you say to them. You just don't talk carelessly around people that you, of course, even around anybody, right? But now talking about like people that are close to you, you just wouldn't just tell them just anything that comes to your mind. So most times I often like to go back, think about it, then come back and address the situation. But I'm definitely not keeping quiet. I don't really know why people do that. I don't know what is their motivation or what they think about when they do things like this. But me, I don't think there is any wisdom in allowing people like hurt you intentionally. I don't think there's any wisdom in it. And apart from, some people will say, what if it's not intentional? What if the person did it without really not intending to hurt you? You should still address it. You should still address it, because when you allow people to do these things, you are teaching them how to treat you. You're teaching people, okay, do this thing to me, it's fine. It's fine if you do this to me. It's fine if you don't do this to me. Do you understand? You're teaching them how to treat you by not talking about it, by not addressing the issue, by not even finding time to like correct. Because see, relationships thrive on communication. Communicating the way you feel about things, communicating the way you see things, communicating how a person makes you feel. Relationships, friendships, whatever it is, thrives on communication. Whether it is a friendship you're doing just for business, or actual friendship, or dating, you communicate how you want to be treated to people. That's the only way they know. People only know what you tell them. Of course, people can read your actions, but you know, when it comes to how you feel, people know what you tell them. And you know that me personally, I think communication, or communicating how you feel, or communicating how a person makes you feel, helps you forgive them easily. It makes the forgiving process easier, because most times when you come back to this person and be like, bros, I really don't like the way you treated me the other day. The way you spoke to me the other day, I don't like it, right? When you now come to them and tell them that, okay, the only thing that will be on their mind will be like, how did I talk to you? I didn't mean it that way. You know, they now start explaining their intention. And by the time they explain their intention, that's the only way you can know. That's the only way you can know. But when you just choose of every option to pick, you decide that no, in this case, I'm going to just be quiet. Just because I don't want them to see me as a bad person. At the end of the day, what are you doing to yourself? Punishing yourself. Because these things now become piled up emotions. You find yourself in friendships or relationships with people. After some time, you now start just distancing yourself from them, feeling resentment towards them. It's because you have been keeping all the things. Like when a person does something to you, you just bottle it up and not talk about it. That's what grows into resentment. That is what makes most relationships just end without proper communication, right? Do you have anybody, any friend who is this kind of person? Me, gone, me that is talking to you first hand. I have a friend that is like that. But if you know me, you know the friend I'm talking about. I'm not just going to call her name for security reasons. So that I will not sleep in police station this night. So I'm not going to call her name, but she herself, when she watched this video, she know that I'm talking about her and her alone. So do you have any friend that does this? Do you know anybody that does this? Share this video to them and let's hear it in the comment section. If you have any friend, or if you're the one you struggle with communicating your feelings to people, let me know in the comment section. And of course, I'll be replying every comment that I get. And also share this video to somebody who you think needs to see it, and give this video a thumbs up so that it could be recommended to people to watch it, so that we can have more people in this our channeling thing, you know. Thank you so much if you've watched to this time. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful that you come to watch me every time I drop a video, and I'm going to try my best to be more consistent with dropping videos on this channel. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye, y'all.